39, 40, 41. I can't. Ugh. Like this. Hi. I'm doing something right now. I can't play with you. Dramatically drop your ball at me, why don't you? She keeps walking around and dropping it in front of me. Who knows? If no one joins this live, maybe I'll just hang out with you, Ophelia. I feel like Friday nights are like a hit or miss, you know? Everyone's either doing something or everyone's at home. Hi, hi. How's your Friday going? Hi. Good. Y'all have any fun weekend plans? This is my plan for the weekend. I'm doing good. Well, I drafted a tapestry earlier today and it's really like short and stout. So I'm redoing it. Hi, Killian. But yeah, I finished this today as kind of like a draft. And I didn't realize on the graph, it looked like a nice square. This is not a square. And so I made it much longer. I added like 10 rows. And so I'm working on draft number 2. How's your Friday going, everyone? Y'all excited for the weekend? Anyone doing anything fun for the weekend? So I'm hoping this draft turns out a little better. Relatable tapestry, short and stout here. Yeah. You're funny. But I'm hoping this flower turns out better. I want to do, I've got like one section on my little craft corner that I think will be perfect for a tapestry. So I'm making like a spring themed one. And this is, as I showed, it's going to be one big flower, but then I'm also going to make a version that's a bunch of smaller flowers. And I think I want to make a tutorial about it. So I'm going to be filming the one with smaller flowers tomorrow. This is basically just me confirming the size because I want all the sizes to be the same. To be the same. You got nothing to do this weekend, that's why you're watching crochet. You know, that's fair. That's totally fair. Hi, Megan, how's it going? Me too. I tried to do like a cute little, like a bright flower with like kind of a light outline, but I didn't do it all the way around and I don't like the way it looked. So I'm gonna redo it and only have it on the left side of the flower. Oh, my dog's hitting the tripod. So yeah, hopefully this one turns out a little cleaner too. I think it's very spring. I'm happy with the colors. They're cute, cute, cute. And this is like a good scrap project, you know what I mean? Like I'm using yarn from a bunch of cakes and like a half-used skein, things like that. Making a tapestry tutorial right now, but I got the wrist tinkle, so I'm forced to stop. Oh no, I'm sorry. Making, like I get so caught between making tutorials for tapestries where I feel like I'm thinking about the one tomorrow and I feel like I should record every single row, but I also know that if I'm following a tutorial and it's for a tapestry, I want to see you do the first 3 rows and then I don't want to see anything else, you know? So I don't know if I should show every single row or not. I can't decide. Good, had a nice chill rainy day and working on a lily top. Awesome. Yeah, it's that time of year. It's tank top time of year and crop top time of year. I'm trying to think of what I want to make because I feel like I don't have any. I've got lots of like small tops, but I don't have any like tank tops I feel like I could wear on a day-to-day basis. Like I've like going out tops, but not just casual tops. So I want to make some. I'm doing good though. I had a good week. I had a slow Friday today, which was nice. I got my eyebrows done. And now I'm just working on the tapestry. Hi, Erin. How's it going? I think showing up the first few and then the end is fine, giving people the graphs. I think so too. So I'm going to show, I'm going to show the first, like, I don't know, rows, maybe until you get to the circle. And then I'll skip until the very end. Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to show working this one. I'm going to show working the more complicated one, I think. And then this one, I'll just link the graph. I mean, because I feel like this is so simple. I feel like I don't need to show all of the rows. So I'm going to show the more complicated tapestry. And then maybe I don't know, because the more complicated tapestry has a bunch of flowers. I'm like, should I show every row? We're going to figure it out as I go. It's also one of those things where, like, if I show every single row, it's going to take me so long to film it, you know, and to finish it. Like, if I only film the first 15 rows, 10 rows, you know, I can have the tutorial out so much faster because I'll be able to do the other rows off camera and it'll be quicker. I don't know. I don't know. Rough for half the day, but I just got home from the gym, so it's better. Oh, I'm glad. I hope the gym helped you. I feel like forcing myself to go to the gym at the end of a bad work day is really hard, but the minute I do, I feel so much better. Yes, natural endorphins, exactly. And if I don't go to the gym, I'm like, I have to go on a walk, or else I'm gonna freak out. Oh, what did I just do? I made a willow top and a granny square top to wear casually. I'm definitely transitioning from knit hats to tops and summer projects. Love it. Yeah, no, I'm feeling the same. I'm basically in my free time, I'm just sitting on the Instagram Explore page and favoriting patterns. Like, what do I want to do next? I don't know. I did apply for a tester call for a tank top, so we'll see if I get that. I don't know if I will. Because I'm pretty sure it's a pretty big account, so. It's so difficult going from finishing a tapestry when you've got so much to grip to starting something new when you're on the first row. It's just so hard to hold. Okay. I've got to do 5 rows of plain before we start the flower. And the other one will be an even better scrap yarn project because it's a bunch of small multicolor flowers. So I feel like that's a great stash buster if you have like a small amount of a specific color, because the flowers are so small that, you know, you don't need a lot. So I'm trying to decide what colors I want to do. If I want to make it full rainbow or kind of a theme or something. That's been me on Ravelry lately. I have so many favorite. I can't with Ravelry. Like, the UI in Ravelry is so frustrating. I never like browse Ravelry. I just hate it. Oh, my dog just yelped. Ophelia, you better watch it.
I instigated it.
Oh, busting some stash. Exactly. And that's also why I'm like looking to tank tops and stuff like that, because I feel like tank tops are good stash busters because you just don't need as much yarn. as even a short sleeve top, let alone a sweater, long sleeved shirt. I just watched Jada's video on spring patterns and now I regret it. Oh my gosh, that video was so good. The entire time I was like, oh my gosh, I want to make that. I want to make that. I want to make that. And I just thought it was funny that we're probably all experiencing the same thing she is. It's so true. Ravelry is so frustrating to use. I just used archive patterns. Oh, fair. What pattern did you apply to? I don't know. Some tank top, some cute little lacy tank top. I honestly don't know. I don't remember who it's by. The video was so good. So good. And I'm pretty sure there were more recommendations in the chat, in the comments too, which was so helpful. I love things like that. Like, just show me what patterns you want to make. Like, I don't know. It's helpful inspo. When the people that you like and you like the things they make bookmark something, you know you're going to like it too. I bet you will. I've been trying to keep a journal of possible new projects for when I'm not. Sorry, my dog is smacking the tripod. For when I'm not sure what to make. Yes, that's what I basically use my Instagram bookmarks for, but I really should categorize it because right now it's just bookmarked into patterns, but really I should categorize it into like the seasons or something like that to make it a little easier. Hope you get chosen. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I will. It'll be interesting to see. I checked. The fact that, I mean, I probably won't get chosen just based on the fact that I honestly don't even remember who submitted I can see the pattern in my mind, but I don't remember who posted the call. So I feel like that's a sign that I won't get it. Yeah, Ophelia's kind of frustrated because we were supposed to go to a park today and hang out, but then it started raining. It was really windy. It was crazy. So we've been inside for a minute and she's annoyed. She's also annoyed that both me and my partner came home and didn't immediately start giving her attention because he's working right now and I'm doing this. So she's pissed. Aren't you? You pissed? Okay. Okay, one more row and then we start our color work. I'm really struggling with my words today, apparently. Does anyone have any fun weekend plans? Are y'all just hoping to craft this weekend? Or are you hoping to do something fun? I think this is my plan for this weekend. Oh, well, I want to record the tutorial tomorrow. So hopefully that happens. And then I need to go on a run this weekend. And then I also need to go to our local garden store and get some advice on when they recommend to plant flowers and things like that. We moved into a new place and we've got a patio with like a railing. So I'd love to put some like hanging planters over those. So we'll see. It poured here last night. I woke up to the flash of lightning and the abrupt roar of thunder. I hate stuff like that. It scares you like no other. It's raining all weekend. I'm so sorry. It's supposed to be pretty gloomy here too. It's supposed to be chilly. And it's probably gonna rain, which is a shame because I want to run outside, but well, I'll just deal with it, I guess. Going to look at a wedding venue. Oh, and hopefully check out some yards. Ooh, wow, you've got a fun weekend planned. 80 degrees tomorrow. That's nice. That is nice. Okay. Also, guys, I'm about to cast off from my blue scrap sweater. I've got it right next to me just in case this doesn't pan out for some reason. I don't know if I'll be able to do this well, just because I'm looking at a chart and that requires my brain, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're on row 6, which is going to be the front of our work. We're going this way. 23 stitches. Getting my nails done and finishing up this top. Oh, love that. What do you think you're going to do with your nails? Are you going to do anything fun? Are you doing like spring colors or something like that? Just started my first corner to corner. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I've never done corner to corner crochet. I don't know why. Should I? Are you enjoying it so far? But I'm also, I'm not a blanket person. I don't do blankets. And I think corner to corner is really only blankets, right? And maybe like rugs or tapestries or something, but nothing really else. Hi, Ollie, how's it going? It's a fun stitch. Okay, maybe I should try it. Everyone loves Ollie. Okay, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Ollie, you missed it. When I first joined, there were just crazy people in the chat. putting awful things. And I was just muting. I don't know why. Actually, I mean, I do know why. When you first go live on YouTube, they put your stream on like the For You page. So everyone that hates their live likes to join and just puts like slurs in the chat. And you're like, oh, you're tipsy, Ollie. Good thing you weren't here. That would have been tough for you to mod while you're tipsy. I don't do blankets. It's for a custom order. Oh, wait. So is the custom order a blanket? Or I like the corner to corner, made a baby blanket from it, but just solid color, no fun design. Okay, gotcha. Evil, I'll fight them. Thank you. Yeah, it's Friday night. Go crazy, Ollie. Okay, wait, I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20, 21, 22, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, this is an even row, which means I'm looking at the right side. Let me get my yarn. This yarn is all screwed up. Also, yeah, I went live and I was telling I actually said this on the live. I was like, Friday nights are like a crazy time to do a live stream. It's either that everyone's at home doing nothing, so it's like everyone's going to be here, or everyone's out and no one's going to join and I'm just going to get weird people. You had so much patience, Brooke. I was reporting them for harassment. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, just don't react. Like, that's what they like. Okay, the custom order is a blanket. Okay, that makes sense. Meg is doing a blue and white and gold with gemstones. Ooh, celestial vibe. Love that. I had sake, didn't realize. Sake is one of those things. Like sake and soju, I feel like are those drinks that you just don't know how drunk you are until you stand up or you try to go to the bathroom or something like that. And then you're like, oh, I can't walk. 1 second. Okay, let me zoom into my graph now. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we've got to get our light pink out. Guess we'll pull from the center. Luckily, your subscribers are mostly crafters. Yeah, I know. I was like, Friday, my dream Friday is sitting down with a project like in front of the TV, so or with a book or with an audiobook. So I'm like, people might be here. We'll see. Okay, now we're doing 1, 2, 3. Let's bring our almost at our blue, guys. That's how you know it's been a long week. Our green over. We go to the end of the row. I've also got a wicked headache today. I'm just dehydrated. I know I am. It's a shame. Friday night and crocheting is my idea. Yes, I totally agree. I heard an inappropriate word and started howling, and that's when I realized I was tipsy. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Craft in the club. Yes, Ollie, you should bring your crafts to the club. I want to do a silly craft night with you, Killing, one day if you're done. You had a headache too. Yes, I know. It's just, this is my thing. When work gets crazy, I just don't drink water. And then I end work with a wicked headache. And then I spend the whole night nursing it. And, it's a personal problem. I know that. It's a flaw. And I know it happens every single day, but I just get so into my work during the day that I don't, like, all I can manage to do is make myself eat meals. Like, I can't make myself drink water too. It's too much. It's too hard. At the end of the day, I'm like, I need a liquid IV. I'm like, I'm dying here. Okay. Also, I'm sorry, but whenever I do graphs on live, I will say what I'm doing out loud, like to confirm with myself. So if that messes you up, I'm so sorry, everyone, but it's who I am. I have to do it. We went to a concert. Oh, I wish I could make the chat bigger. I can't read. Went to a concert last night, so I wanted to have a chill crafty night tonight. It's much needed. Oh, love that. Well, you've come to the right place. I got a migraine mask, and I highly recommend it. Squeezes your eyeballs. That sounds scary. Oh, my gosh. Dedication. Exactly. Okay. 3 to the other side. That works. Bring all these over. Not this stitch, but the next stitch. One, two, three, change to the green, green to the end. We weren't allowed to have water where I work, so I always forget to take breaks. Where the heck did you work? You weren't allowed to have water? That sounds illegal. Were you working in like a lab or something? I'm confused why you want to be allowed to have water. Oh yeah, good question. What concert did you go to? Migraine masks are so helpful though, especially when they're in the freezer or the fridge. I need to look that up. I've never heard of a migraine mask in my life. They just tighten cold, I guess, and they make things dark, which is helpful. Or even just keeping mine on the counter keeps it cool. Feels amazing. Huh. It was a local show my buddies played. Oh, so cool. I bet that was so fun seeing your friends play. That's awesome. Second, the migraine mask. Okay, guys. Y'all are... Is this influencing in action or what? Oh, you work in a lab. No, that makes sense. I was like, wait a second. That's the only... Wait, I have to talk to you about that, Killian. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. We have to gab about that. That's so funny. No, when I worked in a lab in college, I had the same issue where we had to go in the break room to get water, so I just wouldn't. I also struggle with migraines, and no joke, I need to look into a mask. Wow, I can't believe all of y'all having the migraines. I don't know. See, I feel bad because I don't have that. I just don't drink enough water. Rough start. Okay. That's exactly what they do. Okay. Sometimes miss the lab work. Reminiscing, is your lab a clean lab or just a science kind of lab? How people get migraines. Truth. The cooling masks are better than a wet rag. Oh, okay. Good to know. I take all my PPE, just get water. Yeah, I totally agree. And I just and I worked in a lab during the pandemic when they would limit the amount of gloves we could have for a shift. And so you also didn't want to get water because you didn't want to have to throw away and get a new pair of gloves because we're not supposed to use, we were hiding gloves. I worked in a hospital and a lab in a hospital, and we would hide gloves in our lab because other areas of the hospital would come in and ask if we had extras, and we didn't want to share. Yeah, because the PPE was in such a shortage during the pandemic that the hospital had a short supply, and they were like, you need to use as few gloves as you possibly can. And I worked in a microbiology lab, okay? So we didn't like that. I mean, I bet no one did, but we're growing stuff. We want to change our gloves. You know what I mean? FPBE, man, totally agree. I was glad that I worked in a lab that just we didn't have to wear goggles, which was really nice. We all wore glasses, and that counted, which I was very grateful for. Oh my gosh, you worked in ClinPath? No, yeah, okay. So we were at Clin Micro, so we worked in a vet hospital, and it was mostly just testing urine samples and stuff like that. But our samples were, let's see, feces, urine, blood. Sometimes we'd get tissue and we'd go grilling. We would call it going grilling because we, cook the outside. Cut it open and then swab the inside of the tissue to get a clean tissue swab. And yeah, the power's flickering off in my house. Micro girly, we love. Yeah, we liked our ClinPath buddies. Except for they like to use our autoclave. We had the biggest autoclave on the floor, so they would bring in their disgusting pathology stuff and autoclave it in our autoclave, and it stunk up our lab, and we didn't like it. We literally are all the same person, all of us. This is so funny. I didn't know you majored in micro. That's so funny. I wear goggles with edges. Yeah, we didn't even have to do that. We just did this. What are you crocheting? Just joined. So I'm working on a spring tapestry. This was my first draft, except for it's very short and stout, so I'm making it longer. So I'm doing version number 2. I did a small micro lab, got to test all the salmonella, molds, yeast, and dog treats, pet treats. Ooh, now that's interesting, testing treats. Yeah, we mostly we had some samples from horses too. We would get them because the large animal hospital know. I don't know why we got, I guess, I mean, the large animal hospital must have had their own micro lab. I don't know why we got samples from them. But we did. We just tested horse semen a lot, too. Let's see. Work in surgical path, PA, gross, dissect surgical specimens. Yeah, that sounds fun. Killian does have the cool job. Lab life, work in a hospital, stat lab. Oh my gosh, guys, look at us science people. It's awesome. Found another crochet channel to crochet to. Amazing. Yes, welcome. Except for I'm famous for just sitting here and talking and not crocheting. Like, y'all see me just holding this in my hand. I'm not actually working. I miss the fun science stuff, but I do not miss the pay or hours. Totally agree. Like, I was chatting with, who was I talking to about this? Oh, I was in a live watching someone like who was playing video games or something. And they were talking about during the pandemic, like essential workers, which if y'all were working at the time, we were all essential workers, and the pay. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I was working for a college. It was the university's vet hospital. So I was making minimum wage, man. And I remember I had to carry my little piece of paper with me in my car so that they would, if I got pulled over, I wouldn't get in trouble. Cut up body parts all day. I'm also trained in autopsies. Ooh, now that's cool, Killian. We do love to blab. I play around it. I'm not jealous of you, Aaron. I can't with the dental stuff. I can't. I talk too much IRL. It's perfect. Literally, me too. Love to talk. $14 an hour with a biology degree, an hour drive. That's brutal. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, minimum wage was okay for me because I was a student at the time, so I wasn't like, I don't know. Life was, you had a million roommates. You know what I mean? You're on a meal plan. Things aren't as expensive as being a true adult. I make double the hour, work from home, can't complain. Love it. Okay, I have to stop talking. I have to look at what I need to do. Okay. I feel like I've skipped a row. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay. From there, we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, let me do it this way. We're at 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm just not paying attention. Anyways, missed that lab life. Loved it. We often got samples from zoos around us because we were like the biggest small animal hospital in the area because we were for a school. And so we got fun stuff sometimes. Fun stuff. Like other schools' mascots, like if they were animals, would often get treated at our hospital and we would go down and look at them. But the hospital staff didn't, I don't know, they didn't not like us, but we were like the weird lab people. You know what I mean? We were at a vet hospital, so we're not like the cool vet people. We're lab people. It's different. I highly recommend anyone interested in dissection to look into pathologist assistants. Master's degree, but you make decent money, no weekends or holidays. No patient interaction. That's key. Wait, that's good to know. But yeah, I like that job. I love my coworkers. It was also funny because we were in like a tiny lab, a tiny lab. And I remember when, again, the pandemic started and they were like, you can't be in the same area of the lab as someone else. But our lab, it wasn't really a circle. You had to go back and forth. So there's no way for you to be somewhere where someone isn't. I don't know. It's just funny. I'm also very lucky that we didn't all get each other sick. But also, scientists kind of comes with the territory. We're clean people and very careful, very careful. Why'd you stop working in a lab? Well, the reason why I was working in the lab in the first place is because I was planning on going to vet school because I got a pre-vet degree. But then I woke up one day and I was like, oh, I don't want to go to vet school. And the lab was just kind of a way to work for the vet hospital and get kind of different hours that are science related and animal related, but aren't full on vet because I went to Texas A&M everyone at Texas A&M's a vet student, a pre-vet student. And so jobs at vet hospitals in like College Station where where our school is are very few and far between. There's extremely high demand. You can't get a job as an undergrad student at a vet hospital there because everyone goes to vet school there, they graduate, and then they work there. So I was like, I need to get as close as possible as I can to vet stuff. And while being in the science field, and the lab in the hospital was the closest I got. So there you go. Okay. Thanks. I should remember that. I should go now. Okay, bye, Gia. Have a good night. Beautiful crochet design and drawing. Come on, bruh. Stop spamming words/phrases. Warning. Oh. I don't think you were really spamming. I'm sorry the bot got you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, beautiful crochet design and drawing. The bot got you, but it shouldn't have. You're fine. Sometimes it does that. Vet jobs are so hard to get. 100%. 100%. Okay, I should think about when I want to split my yarn up. Because what I usually do when I do tapestries is the pink will be one color, the yellow will be one color, and then the light pink, which you can't really tell on camera, and the green will be two. Like two on this side, or one on this side, one on this side. So I'll have to start pulling. The bot on YouTube is so strict about things. Oh, the multiple emojis, that makes sense. The bot always nabs Kelsey's folks. Literally, it's so strict. Are you still in the vet field, Brooke? No. I wish I was, but I'm not. And sometimes I regret it, and sometimes I'm like, man, I should have stuck with it. I should have just, But, you never know where life takes you, and I do enjoy what I'm doing now. So, there you go. What am I doing? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm fine. Guys, it's because I talk and then I look at the graph and then I forget that I'm reading left to right, but I'm going right to left, and y'all know how it is. Anyway, I'll probably split my yarn now just because this is getting a little crazy. Maybe I'll frog my OG one and use that as my other source. Maybe that's what I'll do. But yeah, if I could go back and force myself to go to vet school, I probably would, just because I spent literally my whole life to get there. Like, ever since I was a kid, that's what I wanted to do. And so all of my job experience and all of my work hours was all to get me to that point. And then I just didn't do it. But, I'm happy with where I am. I try not to regret, Life goes where it's going to go, and there you go. Vet jobs for not of the faint of heart. I can never. Yeah, I totally agree. That was one of the motivating factors for me to leave, is that it's hard, very hard. I hear vets have the worst student loans to salary ratio. Yeah, no, depending on what kind of vet you are, it definitely is. Like you vets can make a lot of money, but like those large animal vets that like are working on your horses and your cows, they're working constantly, and they're most likely not making good money. So, and it takes a long time to pay off their loans. Loans are outrageous. Totally. Underpaid, overworked, and extremely emotional. Totally agree. Yeah, I didn't realize, like, when I was an undergrad, I learned that the vet, being a vet is one of the jobs with, like, one of the highest suicide rates, like, across jobs. Because it's just so sad with people's pets when they pass away. I'm like, oh, that's awful. I'm not stoic enough for that. Exactly why I can never work with patients either. No, yeah. Diff. I've got some stories for y'all. I've got some traumatic stories for y'all. Dental and vet science had some of the worst debt to income ratios. I'm surprised about dental. I'm surprised about that. But that makes sense. I mean, I bet dental school is so expensive. I just always thought, well, I guess maybe it depends on what kind of, like, I guess I'm thinking of like braces and stuff like that, which isn't all the dental work you do. I guess most dental work's probably just cleanings and like cavity fillings and stuff like that, which makes sense that it's not as lucrative. And then you have some people who abuse their pets. Yep. I've got some. I'll stop right there. I've got not the best stories about things like that. But it was also one of the most rewarding things ever, getting to work with people and their animals, especially like you see how much on average people care for their animals and how much they're willing to do to care for them. And you see, I don't know, the lengths they'll go to care and love for their pet. And it's really sweet. Really sweet. Okay. I'm splitting my yarn. I'm splitting it. I'm going to start frogging from here, and this is where I'll put my other yarn from. I kind of feel like I should keep it as a first draft, but this is my thing. I see the value in keeping a first draft to seeing how things change, but at the same time, I'm not going to use this. You know what I mean? It's just going to be a waste of yarn, and if I frog it, am I going to use the yarn again? I don't know. So I feel like it makes more sense to frog and use the yarn now, even though I won't have the reference later. I don't know. Used to want to be an orthodontist. Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. Orthodontia. Thank you. I was like, why can't I think of the word orthodontics? Love my vet. They're so amazing. They go and beyond the call of duty for my babies. Love that. Hi, Bull. How's it going? Getting ready for bed right now. I got sick. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I saw when my fish died. I can't handle it. It's so sad. Finish the first one, then frog the example. Yeah, I just worry that I won't use it, but I do like the idea of having an example. I don't know. I'm so caught. I'll use from my skein. Saw a last cat poster in my neighborhood. They cried thinking about the cat, and then my own cat's dying, even though they're very much alive. Yeah, I feel that. I hear that. I do that all the time. Okay. Let me just fix what's going on here, because something's happening. Something's happening. Okay. All right, lighter subjects, anyone? Anyone want to share about the pets that you care about that are alive and thriving? Maybe? Well, yeah, Ollie, is this ruining your buzz right now? What did you want the example for? I don't know. I guess like a size reference. I guess. I don't know, Gillian. That's a good question. Okay, I need the other of the light pink now. I'm also one of those crazy people where I won't cut my yarn. I'll just pull from the inside and the outside at the same time, and then it'll get super tangled, and I'll annoy myself, but I'm still going to do it. 2 kids who act like wild dogs, does that count? I think so, Megan. I think so. My cat Gordon is sleeping on my lap. Love. Clover's my husky mix, and she's nicknamed the cat dog because she loves to be as high as she can be. That's funny. My family dog used to do the same thing. She loved sitting on the back of the couch. It's a good perch, you know, especially, well, not for your dog because your dog's big, but my family dog was a dachshund. So it worked perfectly because she's small. And so she just fits right in there nicely. Okay, 2 extra on this side. Oh, gosh, it's already getting crazy. Okay, 1. Oh, can I go into this stitch? Oh, I literally can't get into this stitch. Okay, that was weird. 1, 2, switch to the green. Why am I carrying this pink with me? It really doesn't need to be over here. I don't know why I'm doing that, actually. Frog, 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 frog. Okay, now we carry just the green. We don't need anything else. 1 and 2, switch to the green. All right. Sorry, I need to focus on this row, and then I'll look again and read what y'all are talking about. Okay. Row 10. I'll send a picture if I have one. Yes, please do. Weenie dogs are my dream dog. I love a dachshund. We're dachshund people in my family. We love them. Hello, okay, totally forgot about you. Like, so sorry, too. And now this is like my new account, but oh my gosh, no worries. It was your dreams now. Oh yeah, you were the one with the... Hi, Nicole. How's it going? Welcome back. No worries at all. I also have not been live in a very long time, so it's not you, it's not you, it's me. I haven't been on here. We want to get a dog soon. Never had my own dog before, just had family. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Do you know what kind of dog you want? Let me know. I'm curious. I also have opinions, so if you want advice on what might be a good dog for you. Okay. Yay, we're at the point where we're only doing green on the outside. It's tough when you've got green separating the petals, you know what I mean? Switch to the light pink. And now I think I can actually cut this light pink off. I don't know why I added it. I actually don't need it, I don't think. Literally just needed it for like those 2 stitches and that's it. Oh. I've just realized. Shoot! Guys, oh no, I need to... Oh no. I have to restart. I have to restart. Okay. I want a long-haired weenie. Love. Okay. Wiener dogs. Partner is obsessed with them. He grew up with them. Me too. Love it. Birthday's in 3 days and I have a pit bull. Ooh, love. I love a pit bull. A Labrador retriever for my first time. Good choices. Good choices. Me and my significant other have long hair, so it's already everywhere. If we, oh my gosh. Yeah, your house is going to be covered in hair. I love that. Mine too. I have this hair. My dog has a lot of hair. I really want a Samoyed, but I do not have time for a dog at this point in my life. Oh, they're so cute and fluffy. Okay, sorry guys. This is what happened. I make my graphs. Okay, little color work lesson for those who don't know. I make my graphs like this. I just realized I'm going to have to like really redo this. Okay. So the way... I can't believe I just did that. So depending on how you do color work, it's going to be hard for me to explain this in a coherent way. Left-handed crocheters, the easiest way to think about it is that right-handed crocheters work on the front, and left-handed crocheters work on the back. So when I do a tapestry, if I do it like this, it's going to come out backwards. So what I have to do is flip the graph for lefties, and then it will make it come out right side, like the right side. Like, does that make sense? Like you see on this, it's also flipped for y'all, and that makes it even more confusing. But you see on this lower for y'all, the left, is that the right side of the flowers on the bottom? For me, it's coming out on the left. And it's because I was doing it right on the draft graph. So like you can see on this one, I flipped it to make it match that chart. But on this one, I didn't, because I re-uploaded the picture. So like you see, this is what a flipped graph looks like, and this is not a flipped graph. So they're backwards. And anyway, so I also messed with the graph too, because our crochet stitches, again, for those of you who don't know, they don't go straight up and down. They go like this. So there are specific color work rules where if you're wanting to make a line that like goes to the right and your stitches are going this way, like you might have to add like stitches side by side. Anyway, so not only do you have to flip the graph for lefties, but you have to add these extra kind of like safety corner stitches to make your lines connect. And I was looking at this and wondering, why is that gap there? And it's because I did the graph wrong, because I didn't flip it and I filled in the left-handed rules on a graph that's for righties. That was a really long-winded explanation. I'm going to try, if y'all don't care, I'm literally going to try to fix this right now, because I would like to work on this live. I don't want to have to put this down. So I'm going to frog it real quick and see if I can update the graph, because I really would like to work on this during this live. I just can't believe after I finished that draft and realized, I don't like how this looks, I just uploaded a new photo, changed the colors, and then added my color work rules, but I didn't flip the graph. So I have to undo the color work rules, flip the graph, add the color work rules back, and then we can get started. It's unfortunate. Stuff like this happens to me all the time too. You'd think someone who makes a lot of color work stuff, aka me, you'd think I'd remember, but I don't often. Pit Lab makes for my second dog. She does not know what personal space is. Love that. My hair about as long as yours, and my significant other's inch or so. Oh my gosh! And my significant other's hair is an inch or so shorter than mine. That is a lot of hair. That is a lot of hair. I see what you did. At least you're crocheting. That's what I tell myself whenever I have to frog. I'm like, yeah, it's my passion, whatever. It's like live and you learn. Yeah, it's all good. It happens. Hi, Chantel. How's it going? Okay, good. Y'all can hang out and watch me work on my computer. Pretty glamorous. Okay, let's see if it will let me, like, will it even let me undo that far? I literally don't think so. I wonder if I can go through, like, if there's a version history or something, because I don't want to have to regenerate this graph. That would just be unfortunate. Is this the OG right here? That looks like the original. Okay, this looks like the original. Should I just regenerate it? Okay, I'm gonna regenerate it. Okay. Exact size, 40 stitches. 1, 2, 3 colors. Okay, save chart. And now we go through and do, let's see. And now we go through and add another color. Let's make this one a little darker. Let's do it like, gosh, that's blinding. Do it like that. Can't even see this color. I don't know if I should do this right now. I feel like I'm not gonna think very well while I'm doing this. Do it, you got this. I feel like this requires like 100% of my brain power, and I'm like trying to remember what I did for the last one. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's do this. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas, as my mama would say. Oh, undo. I feel like this doesn't even look as good as the other one. I don't even know how to explain this to y'all, what's going on right now. Let's undo. Ooh, crocheting a dress. That's awesome. This is what we're going to do, guys. We're doing this. Ooh. Curious, can y'all hear me clicking while I do this? Okay. Let's change this to green because that's our background. It's not yellow. We all just want to hang with you. Gets you motivated. Oh my gosh. Yes, you got this. Get back into your whip. Body double with us so we finish our projects. I got to go catch up on my temperature snake test. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a test for Zach. I didn't know. You make me going live on YouTube see so far. I don't want to go live, but it's so scared. It is very scary. I'm not even going to lie. Especially, the thing is, it's not scary if you do it constantly, but when you take long breaks, it is scary getting back into it because you get weird people. You do. Ooh. Yeah, having mods helpful. Do you know Going Crochet? Ooh, I don't think I do. I made the snail, now I'm making a second one because I want to give him a little suit and top hat. That's so cute. The snail was my favorite. Yes, but it's fine. Okay. Hopefully the clicking's okay. I liked the snail emoji, actually. Killian, it was cute. My whip has to wait until I'm done with this mandatory OT. Oh no, dude, you are working a lot. I hope you're getting time and a half for your overtime. The snail's the coolest, I beg Zed to let me test. I'm not above begging, honestly. I hear that. I hear that, brother. Okay. Let me take a second and see if I can recreate what I did. I almost just said, where's my phone? Y'all. I don't. Sorry, I'm gonna stop with the clicking. I was just testing something and I didn't like how that worked. So I'm gonna, basically when you make this graph, there's a little outline in like a different color, and I couldn't tell if last time I made the outline the main body of the flower or if I made it the little light pink edging of the flower, and I think I made it the little light pink edging, so. I'm gonna fix that. I've got this quote from New Girl in my head where she says, I've just done what my mama learnt me. I don't know why. Okay. I think the rest can become the background. Oh, wait, let's change the background to green. Like that. That's so cute. Okay. I have this one too, Killian. I have this one too. It's a slide technically, but when I type snail, it pops up. Same with that for bear. For me, when I type the word sunny, it makes a cute little... Can I chat? I don't even know if I can put something in the chat. Start a poll, start a Q&A. No, that's not what I want. Oh, I'll pull it up on my computer. Oh, wait, I don't have it as a shortcut on my computer. But when I type in sunny, it makes a cute little face. It's been a day. I literally forgot what I was doing while I was processing something for work today. Plus, I've had a bad... Oh, no. It is allergy season. I'm so sorry. Oh, I like the whoop, Killian. That's so cute. I want to see your emoticon for Sunny. Ugh, yeah. I wish I could put it in the chat. How do you remember what it looks like? Maybe when we leave, I'll put it in the chat. I'm back. Had to pull the tutorial up. You're good. You are good. I need to center this. Should I center it after? I'll center it after. Okay, let's outline. I feel like this flower looks so effed up. Oh, something happened. There we go. That looks better. Okay, let's center our flower. Wait, you gotta make the circles. gotta be like that. Okay, let's shoot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's axe. This row's axed. You're done. Let's bring it in. Like that. Okay, now is it centered within the flower itself? That's the question. This is, you wouldn't expect stuff like this to be so complicated, but it really is. 11, 10. Maybe I do want it to be extra rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many rows is it in this one? That's the question. It's 10. 10, so yeah. You're done, buddy. Maybe this is what I will do. Can you copy from thing to thing? You could make a poll and put the emoji there and say which one you like. Okay, let's see. Can I do that? Oh, start a Q&A. No, that's not what I want. Start a poll. Shrug. I'll put my shrug emoji and then I'll put my sunny emoji. There you go. Start poll. Y'all can vote. Okay, bye. Bull, have a good night. Guys, it might be stupid. Just remembered I can crochet while hanging in lives. Yes, you can. That's so funny. Isn't that a cute emoji or whatever? I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to process this while also not just sitting here in silence. So would y'all prefer me to sit here in silence? Or would you prefer me to talk to myself? Let me know. Okay, so it is equal on the other one. So we need to move it up by 1, basically. Move up 1. You go. You're good either way. Love listening to you talk. Okay, cool. Aren't they both fun? Talk to us. Okay. I like you talking to yourself. I was being totally serious. I'm like responding to you like, oh yeah, for sure. Sorry, Nicole. I think I'm pretty good with my mods right now, but thank you for offering. Maybe in the future if things change. Okay, in this tapestry, we are 5 from the top and 5 from the bottom. So let's move our flower up. There we go. And now let's see. 20 rows from the left, 20. It's so confusing because when you generate a graph from a picture, not only do you have to make sure that the full graph is centered within the chart, you have to make sure that like the center of the flower is centered within the chart, that the center of the flowers has the same amount length and width, and you have to make sure the petals on the flower are kind of the same size. You wouldn't think it's so much work, but it can be. I'll tell y'all, it can be. I feel like this flower just looks so much smaller. I'm kind of confused why it looks so much smaller. It's not. It's literally the same size. Graphic design is my passion. Literally. Feel that designing graphs is so fun, but very tedious. It really is. And I feel bad doing this while I'm just sitting here with y'all, but I appreciate y'all being cool about it because I'm doing my best. Okay, I have a question for y'all. I don't know if you'll be able to see this well, but I wanted to do kind of a flower, and then on the left is kind of a border with a lighter pink to kind of make the flower pop, if that makes sense. So this is how I did it in the first draft. You can see me propping this against my face. You can see we've got the left border, but then there's no border on the top of this petal right here. And then it goes to, oh, I forget this is touchscreen. And then it goes to the left again, right? Now my question is, in the new one, it's the same left, 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 but we've got it on the top of this petal. I don't think I like that. I think I like it the first way, right? Where the top of the petal doesn't have the pink. Does that make sense? Let me know. Let me know. It would be basically like this, I think. Does that look better? Remove from the top of the petal. Thank you. You get me. You get me. Makes it more... yeah, I was like, I can't figure out... I'm not good at stuff like this, y'all. And I was like, I can't figure out why this doesn't look right. But it doesn't. But I feel like you need to add it to the bottom. Let's see. Let's see. The bottom of the petal. Okay, this is what it looks like when there's pink at the bottom. That, and then this is what it looks like when there's no pink at the bottom. How do we feel about that? Yeah, because it's like if you move the whole graph to the right and down, I think I like that. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that makes sense. Pink on the bottom. We're set. Okay, we're set. So now what I have to do is flip the graph, and then I have to apply my left-handed color work rules, which will involve a lot of me repeating things to myself. So I am sorry in advance. But that's just how, I don't know, the shoe fits or whatever, I guess. 6, 7, 8. Oh, this isn't centered. That's why it looks so weird. It's because the circle isn't actually centered. It needs to move over one. Huh, guys. I was like, something looks weird here and I can't place it. That's what it is. No, it still doesn't look right. Now maybe the flower isn't centered. Three. It's the flower. The flower isn't centered. 5. Okay. The whole flower needs to move. That looks better. So 4 and 4. Boom, that looks right. Okay, I appreciate y'all. So now I'm gonna flip the whole thing. Which is why I'm glad I sponsored video. This is why I'm glad I bought, I am glad I bought Stitch Fiddle Premium. I don't know, because I need it when I'm doing, when you do color work stuff like this a lot, you need the premium. You need to be able to flip it. Should it be premium at all? No. But you know, whatever. It's how it goes. Okay. Oh, now we have a problem, Killian. Now it can't be centered because we've got that extra. Now it's 5 rows from the top and 4 rows from the bottom. We just want to add an extra row. Does that mess with anything else if we add an extra row? I'm like overthinking things. Okay. I have a question for y'all. If y'all were working this graph, would you prefer for the center, the yellow, the center of the yellow to be in the center of the overall tapestry? Or would you prefer the flower itself to be centered within the tapestry? Because the flower's diagonal, as you can kind of see, I kind of prefer it that way. But because of that, we can either choose to have, okay, because the flower itself is centered, but because of that, if you see, this like dark corner here, this, I don't know, that's the center of the graph. So the yellow isn't centered in the graph, but the flower's centered. The flower itself, I think a lot of crafters overthink, but just because they enjoy. So true. I'm like so overthinking. The insides aren't always center of the center of flower. Okay. Okay, so Erin thinks center of the flower. Ollie Killian thinks the flower, but I do like the way it looks now. Let's try both ways. Let me look at this. I'm gonna move it real quick, and we're gonna see how I feel. Let's move it to the center of the flower. Or maybe I just do that, and maybe I add width or something to it and make. I don't want to have to make the graph even bigger though. I don't like that. It's very obvious. It looks really down to the left. So I'm just going to. Now I'm overthinking. I don't want to make. I don't understand why it was perfect in my old flower and now it's not. Now all of a sudden it's not. In my old flower, the center of the circle was in the center of the graph and the flower was centered. You know what? Maybe I just try to undo my left-handed stuff on the other graph. Maybe that's what I try to do. Let's see if I could just do that real quick. That might just simplify our situation here. Maybe I'll try to do that. Because I had it perfect on here, guys. I don't know what happened. So let's try it and see if I can just undo. I can kind of, the nice thing is when you add these color work rules, now I'm overthinking. The nice thing is when you add these color work rules, it makes the graph really blocky because you're filling in gaps that occur because your stitches are leaning. So you can kind of see where you've added them, which is nice. Okay, guys, we got this. It's okay. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, that looks right. There's one section of it I'm not sure. The rest of it looks fine. I don't know. I think that's fine. Is it possible you modified it without adding notes? Yeah, I don't think I probably could go into the, let's see, does Stitch Fiddle have a version history? Backups, previous versions? I found the backup. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to restore this. How do I restore? Restore as new. This is the real one. This is the issue with Stitch Fiddles. You end up creating a million versions. Do you crochet? I love the blanket in the back. Yes, I do. I made this one. I'm not crocheting right now because I'm working on a little graph. Thank you, Megan, for the good idea. Okay, so now what we have to do is flip this graph, and now I'm going to add my little color work rules. Oh, shh. I will be saying things out loud while I do this. I apologize. Bear with me. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Shift left on odd, shift right uneven, shift left on odd, shift right uneven. Shift right uneven, 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 something like that. Shift right uneven, shift right uneven, shift right uneven, shift left on odd, shift left on odd, shift left on odd, shift left on odd. Okay, the good thing is this won't take very long because this graph's huge. Okay. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Okay, okay. Shift. Oh, wait. Guys, am I okay? Okay, shift right uneven, shift right uneven, shift right uneven. Oh, wait, I did it right. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Oh, wait. Guys, I'm overthinking things. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Okay, shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Okay, we're fine. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Guys, we're fine. I can do this. Okay. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift left on odd. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Shift left on odd. It sounds like I'm casting a spell. Shift left on odd. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Okay, shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Okay. We're almost done. I swear. Okay. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Shift left on odd. 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 Shift right uneven. Wait. Oh, yeah. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Shift right uneven. Okay, guys. Sorry. Okay. Hi, JC. How's it going? That's literally what I do when I do these grafts, because you have to shift a certain way. And so basically what I say is shift right uneven, and that to me means if I'm on an even row, I can move to the right. Like if I've got a red stitch here, I can add a red stitch. I'm realizing, oh yeah, I can add a red stitch over here, fine, because I'm shifting right when I'm on my even row. But if I do that and on an odd row, like if this is an odd row and I want to add a stitch over here, I'll have to add a stitch above this stitch and have this one over here because of the way your stitch is laying. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but those are the rules. And so that's what I yell at myself every time I'm editing a graph, because yeah. And that's why if you do color work graph from people who love color work, you'll see that it's blocky. And that's because you need to accommodate for your stitches leaning, because if your stitch is leaning this way and you want to add a stitch here, you have to add one right here to fill the gap. Hi, Amy. How's it going? I totally get the rules. Just so funny to hear it over and over. Sorry. Okay, guys. Should we crochet? Should we crochet? And that's why my graph wasn't working, everyone. Loki, sometimes I just use my nails to fix my leaning stitches. Oh, you use your tails to fix your leaning stitches? Honestly, smart. I know very little about color work, so I love listening. Okay, I'm glad hopefully it's making sense. Okay, so row 4. So I actually need a frog a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that we're adding the pink on the bottom. No, I'm just kidding. But we are, so. Okay, so on row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On row 5 is going to be our first colorwork row. 10, 20, 22 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Frogged a little too much. 16, 17, 18, 19. Sorry, 20. Sorry for counting out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. Row 5, stitch 22. Let's do this. You're good, Killian. It'll look good. And I'm on an odd row, so my tails are going to be facing to me because I'm looking at the back of the graph right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 stitches. Then we'll switch to our green again. Go all the way across. Will I finish this graph tonight, guys? Probably not. I feel bad when I count out loud because I'm like, I'm probably messing up y'all who are also counting. Don't apologize for out loud counting. I do it on purpose, but my fiance knows when to not interrupt me. Honestly, smart. I respect it. Okay, row 6. Now we're on the front side of our work. It's also one of those things where I feel like I've made so many color work tutorials that I don't even know if when I'm explaining the rules I'm making sense, because I feel like I've gone through that, you know, mantra so many times that I don't even know if it's helpful at this point. But anyway. Okay, we're adding 2 stitches. And now we got to add our pink in, our bright pink. I tell all the boys that if they try and ask me something while I'm counting, I'll just count. I do the same thing, Megan. If someone starts talking to me while I'm counting, I start yelling. I'm like, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, especially if I'm at a high number. Come on, you can't interrupt me while I'm doing this. I'm focused. Especially if it's like, I don't know, my family or they understand me. I'm like, I'm just going to be rude. I'm sorry. 2, 3, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 stitches. Bring our green back over. All right, now we go to the end. See, now we see that petal's on the left side of our work. That's what we want. That's what we want, not the right side. So this graph, in theory, should connect much better than the other one did. In theory. We'll see if my rapid multitasking color work rules were applied correctly. It's also one of those things where even if you apply the color work rules correctly, often I end up editing the graph as I go, just because you might, like, according to the rules, you might need to make this stitch pink instead of green, but when you fill it out, it might end up making it blocky, or you might not need it after all, blah, blah. I don't know. Things happen. Things happen. Hi, Anthony. How's it going? I've learned to add stitch markers for projects with big chains, cast-ons every 20 to 50 stitches. I'll never count right. Honestly, I should do that. I did that when I was making socks recently because I realized when my stitches are so small, it's hard for me to count. So every 10 rows I would add. What are we making? I'm making... This is my other one go. Well, version 2 of a flower tapestry. I just don't know where version 1 is. Sorry. Flower tapestry. My dog's giving me the stink eye. I messaged Aiden at like 10 p.m. last night, asking if I could use one of her pics in my tutorial, and she responded this morning. Was like, sorry, I forgot to respond with you. That's so funny. Aiden's great. Love her. Love her. Okay, so now we're on row 6. Oh, no, we're not. Now we're on row 7. Brooke, it's important to change the progress counter every row. If y'all are curious. I actually have the example. I didn't end up frogging it because I was like, you know, maybe I want this. I don't know where it is, though. It's somewhere in here. I just don't know where. I don't know what I've done. It's in here somewhere. Who knows where? That's so funny. You slept all night and she had already responded. That's kind of comical. It's hard for responding only within the same day. Honestly, Ophelia's probably laying on it. She's really cute right now. Y'all want to see her? There she is. She's sleeping. But yeah, she gave me the stink eye a minute ago because I was jostling the couch trying to look for version 1, and I might have woken her up. It's okay. All right. She's a sweet girl. Ooh, there goes my arm. Okay. All experienced crocheters and knitters do. Sorry, do what? Lose things? Is that what you're going to say? All the best crocheters and knitters lose stuff in the middle of crafting. For sure, for sure, for sure. Why do I feel like this is not the right size? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. It is, guys. I'm just panicking because I'm struggling. I did this real wrong. Hey Tiffany, how's it going? I'm struggling tonight, guys. Is this a sign? I love when pets are like, do you mind? Like, whoa, sorry. No, literally. I'm like, dang, sorry I'm making noise while I'm working. You know what I mean? My kids know to shut up and wait until I stop counting. Love it. Gonna go grab some dinner. Oh, it's almost 9. Okay. Bye, Killian. Have a good night. Maybe I'll be working my rows correctly if and when you get back. Okay. Yeah, because I did this row wrong. I did it backwards. We're working left to right on the graph right now. I don't know why I carried my arm to the other side. That didn't make any sense. Actually, no sense at all. Oh wait, I need to change colors here to my light pink. Okay. Man, me being like, oh, I'll easily finish this tonight while I'm live. Y'all. The nice thing is, though, when you make a graph fine for lefties, all you have to do is mirror it for righties. So I don't have to go through this gruesome process again. Preparing for a market in the morning. Oh, great. That's so exciting. What's your favorite thing you've prepped for it? Okay, have a good night, Aaron. I've been stacking on some soup this whole time, crafting and munching. I totally agree. I'm a snacker. I'll tell you what. All right. I think at this point, I'm gonna start my second light pink and green just so I don't have to move everything over again. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I need to do one more on this side and then I can switch to my green for a few stitches. Hello? There we go. Well, since Easter is coming up, made Easter baskets for the first time. That's lovely. Oh, that's great. For years, I thought it was weird because I preferred snacking over big meals. No, yeah, I'm the same way. I don't know, I really like to cook, but I really don't like eating. I'd much rather have many small things in a meal than one big meal. I don't know what it is. Like, I like variety. Like, if I make a pasta dish, I don't just want to have that for dinner. I want to have something else too. I'm the exact same way. I totally get it. Okay, we're doing a total of 3 green stitches. 2, 3, and now we got to switch to our other light pink, which we only need a little of, actually. I could have just brought it from the other side. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I need to prep this stitch first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now I need more of the neon pink. Oh wait, I'm using the same neon pink all the way around. Am I okay? I was like, wait a second. I know I don't normally have 2 versions of the dark pink going. It's crazy talk. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of this one. Now we'll bring our green over to switch colors. All right. Row 8 is done, my friends. The nice part about this graph is that when you don't have separate petals for the majority of it. The majority of it is one big thing. Snacking 10 out of 10, totally agree. I need smaller meals. It's so much easier. I totally agree. I hate having double pointed needles. Oh, guys, I'm so tired and it's only 8 o'clock. I'm having I hate double pointed needles and sock yarn moment. I'm so sorry. Frustrations, I feel like, are amplified when you're using super small yarn. It just makes everything more annoying. Also did mystery eggs with Easter eggs, and there's crochet bracelets in them. Cute! That's so cute. Okay. Every time Brooke is like, am I okay? It makes me actually laugh out loud. I used to say, are you well? I like that. That's such a fancy way of saying, am I okay? I should start saying that, am I well? Okay, 3 extra on this side. One, 2, 3. One, 2, and now we're switching to the green just for 1 stitch. Now I gotta switch back to the neon pink. It's so funny. The start of actually really just the start of this graph is freaking crazy, and then it gets so simple the more you do it. Who would have thought such a simple graph would cause me such trouble? Not me. I didn't think that for sure. I was like, this is going to be a breeze. I'll finish this so fast. All right. Crazy. I've really been wanting to make some socks. I hated it the first time I made socks. Second time, loved it. I think it's just, for me, I'm only doing 1 stitch, Brooke. Let's chill. For me, I had never used such small yarn before. I'd never used sock yarn before. I'd never done that kind of like shaping before in a sock. So the first time I was really overwhelmed. I was like, what is going on? But the second time, so much easier. And now I actually want to try doing like different sock patterns. I love double pointed needles. Just something about juggling multiple needles is fun. I like them, except for when you stab yourself. Like the Clover double pointed needles are really sharp. I do prefer double pointed needles to a cable. I don't know why. I like that I don't have to buy a million different cable sizes. Like that's, I don't know. I like that. I like that. All right. Guys, and now we don't have any green till we get to the other side. Amazing. It's like, even now I'm already picking out, I'd want to change that. I want to change that in the graph. Let's change that. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 of the flower. 1, 2, 3. That one needs to be green. Did I flip my color work rules? I'm wondering if I accidentally flipped them. I want to pause my phone real quick. Get it right. Maybe it's just blocking. We'll just keep going. Whatever. I have to... wait. You must love a challenge, Ollie. Self-torture? Yes. I have to learn how to knit first, and secondly, it causes my fiance to go hunting and hike. Oh, it's because my fiance goes hunting and hiking and asks for nice wool gloves. Ooh, that'd be such a great project. Making a baby blanket for my cousin's baby, and I'm having trouble not starting a new project. Does that ever happen to you? Yes. Sometimes I just get in a funk and I'm like, I just don't want to do this. I love the clover wooden needles. I think they're really, they're expensive. I think they're great. I've never used knit picks before. Hi, Eslam, how's it going? Constantly going through different projects, working up 2 different lily tops right now. Ooh, nice. Nice. Let's go back to my progress tracker. Okay. Oh wait, no, I'm right. Okay. 1 light pink stitch, then we go back to our neon pink? Is this a neon pink? I don't even know. Or brighter pink, I guess. We'll do 3 extra stitches on this side. Let's bring our green with us while we do this. I think I can cut that light pink off too. I'll have to look at the graph, but I'm pretty sure I can. We'll see. One, 2. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to change it. I'm just bringing this with me. Just bringing her with me. 3. Okay, now we change to our green. Oh, sometimes some of these stitches I just can't get through. I don't know what it is. Constantly going through different projects. Oh wait, I already read that already. Are the knit picks affordable? Blah, 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 blah. I will cast them on tomorrow and I give up for tonight. I hear that. They can be pricey, but I've only bought them in bulk. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way about Clover, Ollie. It's like you buy them once and you're like, never again. Never. Hopefully I don't lose or break these. All right. Now we don't even have that light pink in the middle. Now we're just pink all the way across, baby. I'm so confused of where my version 1 went. I'm so confused where that went. This is like the easiest part of the graph before you get to the yellow center. And when you're just doing pink all the way across. So quick. My dog is so funny. Sitting here with my 4 cups of, and I'm just not ready to start the next part. Just keep making cups. It's like you're in an assembly line. It's all good. I suggested clover. Yes, thanks, Chantel. Thank you, thank you. Their stuff is so nice. It's crazy. All right. Like this. But you can also find a YouTube video that compares the different. Ooh, that's a really good point. I bet there's something like that out there, comparing knitting needle brands. Oh, total. Go for it, Megan. That is a great idea. I think, yeah, that'd be easy. Okay. Row 12. Okay, hair. Look at my yarn. This is what happens when I pull from the outside and the inside of a skein at the same time. Wow, it's stormy outside right now. Welcome back, Bull. How's it going? Tried watching a few of those, but I got confused. I'm doing it. I can mindlessly do it. Love it. That's the way to do it. That's the way. Just find something mindless. Love a mindless project. How long have you been oh my gosh, how long have you been crocheting? A few years. What is this poll about? Oh, I just wanted to show emojis that I liked, shortcuts on my phone, and I don't know how to, I guess I can put it down actually, end poll. I don't know how to type in the chat when I'm on my phone, and I couldn't do it on my computer because they're not shortcuts on my computer. So there you go. I had to learn preferences. I tried them, so I bought one size of each brand to figure out. For me, I love Clover because the hook length isn't super long. Oh, there you go. Ooh, yeah, send me a picture of the cups. Cute. I love, this is my thing. I totally get why, you said you're using Peaches and Cream, right? I totally get why people aren't the biggest fan of that yarn, because it, okay, I was like, wait a second, what am I doing? Because it can be, I don't think it's very pleasant to work with, but it's so good when you get it on a finished top. It really just cinches you in. It's not going to move. It's going to hold you well. It's great. Thanks, Reagan. I appreciate it. Guys, I don't know what's going on. This graph is not turning out right. I might have to pause and work on something else for the rest of the time because, I don't know. Sometimes, you just work on a project too much and you just need a break and your brain just turns off. So I'm putting this down for now. I'm going to work on my scrappy sweater. I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone. My computer. So I can read from there because I can't read on the phone. It's too small. Too small. And I'm not going to push it, Okay. Peaches and Cream could be itchy, but it's so nice. I totally agree. Don't remember if I ever mentioned, but you were, oh my gosh, Megan, you sent me the plant video and I put it up. Thanks for that. I love it. You prefer Peaches and Cream to Lily's Sugar and Cream? I haven't noticed not much of a difference, but maybe I just can't tell. How do you feel about Joann's closing? Oh, it's so sad. I talked about it in like a recent vlog of mine where I don't know. It's sad from everyone's standpoint. It's sad for the crafters. It's sad. I feel especially bad for sewists because I feel like Joann's is the place where you get affordable fabric, and I don't know where they're going to go anymore. I feel bad for the workers. When I worked there, most of my coworkers were crafters who worked there to fund their crafting hobby, and so many people are going to lose their jobs, and that's so sad. And not only that, but it's like, I don't know, the world sucks. Crafting's important. You know what I mean? Crafting's important to people and it keeps people sane. And so it's just a shame that we're losing that, you know? It's just a shame that we're losing an outlet. Also, I'm going to grab a different set of needles real fast because I realize I brought this, but I don't want to do my edging with this needle. It's too big. And I can't remember what I did with my other set. Maybe I can look it up real quick. Let me see if I can find the video and see what needle set I used. I was crocheting a flower tapestry, but then I stopped because it just wasn't working, so I'm not going to force it. It's so much softer. Oh, okay, maybe I should try it. My 4th gen Joann's customer, it's so heartbreaking. It really is. I do know how to crochet. I do. I was just crocheting, but now I'm switching it up. Okay, I'm going to pause real quick while I look through my recent video to see if I can find what needle size I used. I'm pretty sure I sized down to like a 7 or something. This is like an 8mm. Let's see. Do I show it in my neckline video? Let's see. I don't want to promote this short. Just show me what I want. Oh, did I remove all the videos of me knitting? Oh, they're green. Okay, 1 second. Let me grab my other needles. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Oh my gosh. I just scared the crap out of my dog by doing that. Thank you, I'm so excited about the neckline. Okay, I used the 7s. For my, I actually just need 1, I guess. I feel bad. I just woke my dog up and I was about to flip the camera and show y'all her because she was just sleeping in a funny way, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's do it this way. Okay, we're going to do some... Hey, Abby, how's it going? No worries at all. Yes, no ages in chat, please. Keep yourself safe online. Okay, we're going to do... This is crazy. We're going to do... What do they call it? Guys, what do they call it? What do they call it? Oh, wait, I'm not doing this right. Guys, what's the type of edging I'm doing that I did on the neckline too? I-cord. Oh my gosh, I'm doing an I-cord border. Holy cow, that was tough. Everybody's here is awesome and amazing. Totally agree. Thanks for hanging, everyone. This has been fun. Y'all are keeping my Friday night entertaining. And if I had gone through all that stress of the tapestry by myself, I would probably be freaking out by now, but I'm not because y'all are here with me. Yes, I-cord, thank you. Ooh, Hobby Lobby has a decent selection of fabric. I was wondering about that. I didn't quite know if they had fabric. My dog is glaring at me because she's like, can you shut up so I can go to sleep? Kind of funny. Yeah, I started doing the I-cord earlier today, and then I realized I was using my big needles, and I was like, this looks like shit. Why am I not using the small needle? Small. It's a 7mm. It's really not that small. The smaller needle, I guess I should say. It's also interesting because the I-cord border for the neckline I had to work on the project like inside out or else the stitches would twist because it was worked in the round. So that was interesting. It's been so fun. What's been so fun? Oh, sorry, what's been so fun? Are you well? No, I'm not. Never. Have you ever gotten scammed when you started your business? I did this week. Oh, I'm sorry about that. No, I don't think I did, but I also like it depends on what kind of scam you mean. I didn't sell stuff very much. I don't sell physical things very much. So that makes it easier for me. I feel like lots of scams are when people buy physical items and then do a chargeback through their bank. So I don't experience that very much. Yeah. And then for the most part, I assume every brand that's contacting me is trying to scam me because I feel like I'm too small of an account for, unless they're like a crochet related or like a crafting related brand, then, oh my gosh, it's starting to rain. Then I'll investigate. But for the most part, anything else, I'm like, you're trying to scam me. I do not have a big enough audience for you to care about me. I do that often when doing projects. Ooh, do what? Sorry. Oh, redo the neckline? Is that what you mean? The fact that there are scammers that go to small businesses make me so bummed. I know. Who was I talking to? Oh, I was talking to a friend. We were getting coffee, and she does like paint and sips. She's an artist, and so she does paint and sips in my town. And she was saying that she had someone come to the paint and sip. She bought like 4 tickets. She takes pictures at her events to advertise. Got a picture of this girl at the event, and then the girl tried to charge back for all 10 of her tickets. And my friend was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, you were there, you painted, you sipped. Like, how dare you?" And I feel like the people who do stuff like that for small businesses are the same people that like spend their entire salary on Amazon. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, you can afford this. You know, I feel like people who struggle to afford like things from small businesses don't scam people very much. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's the people who can afford it. Can y'all hear the rain? It's crazy. Crazy. At first I thought like my partner was doing something. He's in my office right now. I thought he was doing something in there, and then I was like, "Oh no, it's just the rain. Just the pouring rain." There's something so hypnotic about the iCord, man. Also, I like that, I don't know, whenever I watch iCord, I dropped a stitch, tutorials, they're like very specific on how you finish it up. But I feel like with an iCord, you don't have to do it a specific way. I feel like just weaving in your ends makes it look very seamless. Like, it's hard to make an iCord not look seamless when you finish it. They kept on texting on and off for the last 3 days. Ugh, I'm sorry. That's so frustrating. Sorry, I had a hair in my mouth. People who do that, I feel, get away with it too often, so they just keep going. I totally agree. So that's why I think it's important, like stuff like that, to fight that, because you prevent them from doing it to someone else in the future. Nothing as big as Joann's, but decent. Sorry, what do you mean, Amy? Oh, for Hobby Lobby's fabric. Gotcha. Small businesses are less likely to sue than businesses. Oh, totally. Because affording a lawyer, going through that whole process is so expensive. So most small businesses like can't afford to do that. It's such a shame. Such a shame. I'm feeling better now that I'm doing this instead of my, why do I feel like this is a different, why is this such a different size from my other iCord? Oh, you know what it probably is? I don't know, actually. Why is this such a different size? Does this look like a different size to y'all? Or does it look the same? Maybe it's just the yarn. Maybe it's just because this yarn's lighter and there's more contrast, so it makes it look bigger. What are you making? I am working on a raglan right now. It's a scrappy raglan, and I'm working on the bottom border right now. My fiance's dad does the loss prevention security work for his corporation. It's crazy the type of scams. Oh, I totally believe it. I have dad to help me with it. Oh, that's good, Abby. That's good. The yarn weight should be this. Oh, what yarn did I use for this? Oh, it's totally, the weight of this yarn is, that's what it is, Ollie. Maybe I should size my needles down. I feel like this is a little too chunky for me. That's way too chunky. I'm switching. I'm switching my needle. Let's take it off. Wow, today's the day for frogging, huh? I'm just frogging and frogging and frogging and frogging and frogging. I was like, why does this look huge? It's because the yarn's bigger. Yes, literally Ollie to the rescue. Where's my brain? I left it somewhere. It's not here. Ollie is acting as a sub-in. Drunk Ollie is acting as a sub-in for my brain tonight. And they're doing a better job than my brain. Okay. Frogging, frogging, frogging. What is happening to this stitch? There we go. It's like twisted with another one or something somehow. All right, we're gonna restart. Do you do plushies? I do not. I'm really bad at stuff like that. The only time I have brain cells is when I'm tipsy. Love it. I like your sweater. It's a pretty color. Thank you. I'm trying to get into navy. I love a navy. I used to mostly buy like black colored sweaters and things like that, which is great too. But I'm trying to get more into like a navy. 6, should we jump to 5? Let's try 6 first. Can you do a Q&A? I could, but I don't know if people really have any. You might have some questions, but I'm not sure anyone else would. Wait, you can do it in the live. We could do it right now. Start. Answers will. Okay. Oh, wait. How does this work? Ask a question. Okay. Okay, so now y'all can, I think you can ask questions there. I don't really know how this works. I saw it earlier when I was doing the poll. So let's try with a 6mm first. Or maybe if nothing else, is a 2-stitch I-cord border a thing? Maybe I can try that if this doesn't work. One. Starting the I-cord border is like so tough. I got 99 whips, but not a fast off month end. That's so funny. What's your favorite project and what is one of the fastest projects you've made? Let's see. Favorite project. I don't think I have like, okay, that didn't work. 1 second. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have a freaking frick. 1 second, I have to redo this. Okay, let me redo my I-cord. I don't think I have a favorite project. So I'm gonna say the first time I knit a cardigan, I was really, really happy and proud of that one. I made it with a yellow, like Karen latte cake. Loved. Okay, let me focus while I do this, guys, and then I will get back to interacting. 1, 2. Okay, this is the stitch that messed me up last time. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, I did it. I did it. Okay. Oh, wait, I need to plug in my computer. My computer's dying. What is one of the fastest projects you've made? Probably like a hat or something. The knit beanie I made recently was so fast. Sorry, this like I-cord border is being weird, I think, because I'm using such thick yarn and I'm trying to use such tiny needles. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hi, Starshine. How's it going? Happy Friday. Do you have a business? And if so, what's your business name? My business name is 1/3 Crochet. This is it, basically. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Abby? I made my stock photo for my shrug out of the yellow latte cake as well. Oh, the latte cakes are amazing. I love them. Pet peeve or something that annoys you. Lots of things annoy me. I think my generally biggest pet peeve is lack of awareness. So, like, when you're walking down the aisle at the grocery store and someone's cart is in the middle of the road and they're blocking the other half of the aisle with their body and you just stand there and you're like, hello? Things like that bother me. When people are really loud and like in social settings, like playing loud music out loud while you're on a hike. I hate stuff like that. So, but I feel like all the things that annoy me can be lumped into lack of awareness of other people. Hey, Killian. I had mac and cheese and chicken. Yum. I know. I'm like, please, like, I feel like it's not, I feel like it's not asking much for people to be aware that other people exist. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes it is. Like, sometimes it really is. Like the people who park in like reserved parking that's for someone else. Like, why would you do that? You know, someone exists and that's their spot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway. Ollie, do you lack do you lack awareness? Lack of awareness is huge. Like when someone flails their car door open to oncoming. Yes, I totally agree. I just, stuff like that really bothers me. A lack of like courtesy to other people, you know? Like if you're in a shared space and someone takes over the shared space with all their stuff and it's like, okay, well, I'm supposed to be here too. Where would you like me to go? Things like that. Is this the... Oh, this is the stitch I dropped earlier. I was like, this looks like a different color. There we go. Just pick that up and then keep going. Thought I caught that. I got 3rd place in my state bowling tournament in Special Olympics today. That's awesome. I'm so bad at bowling. I admire anyone who can bowl. That's really, do you have your own bowling ball and bowling shoes? I'm hyper aware of people in space, but events, nah, I'm oblivious. That's fair. That's fair. I'll be out of the way and quiet, but I'll randomly disappear. No, I mean, that's fine. Are you the friend that like runs away? That's how I'm imagining. I literally am terrible at bowling, and then I get frustrated because I'm bad at it. I just don't really get it. I don't have good hand-eye coordination. Is there such a thing as team bowling, or is it only individual? Thanks. No, not yet. It's only your 2nd year doing it, and you got 3rd place. That's amazing. I unintentionally wander off. Yeah, you're the friend you have to put a leash on. That's so funny. Me too, Ollie. Just vibing, trying to stay out of the way. That's so funny. Wii bowling, though, I eat that up. That's so funny. There is team bowling. Okay, cool. I don't know anything about it. I'm I'm a germaphobe. So I don't like when you go to bowling places because I feel like they don't clean the bowling balls. So the last time I not the last time I don't remember the last time I went bowling. One time I went, I would bowl and then I would go into the bathroom and wash my hands and come back out and like eat food that we got. And then I would bowl and I would do the same thing again. But I feel the same way about like Top Golf. I don't know. I'm a germaphobe. So like the communal touching of things, golf clubs, bowling balls. Even if they say they clean it, I just like don't believe you. I just don't. It really freaks me out. Is that abnormal? Yeah. What time is it where you live? For you, it's 10:25. For me, it's 8:25. Last time I went bowling, I got good pizza, and that was the highlight of my experience. Do you bowl with the guardrails up, Gillian? And I don't judge you if you do, because I probably should. It's also like the form of bowling is so strange to me. I feel like our bodies aren't meant to move that way. I don't know. I can't do it. I admire anyone that can move that way. Baby wipes and hand sanitizer for the win. Yeah, I love that. Love that idea. I wander off accidentally on purpose. I have a very small social battery. Honestly, hear that. Hear that. This will be my social event for the weekend, and it might hit me tomorrow. I love bowling, but that's because I don't take it seriously. Meanwhile, my dad is the same way, but gets better the more beers he has. I love that. You know, that's how you know you just need to lighten up, you know? Take it too seriously. When you chill out, that's when you start doing well. I like to play the claw machine. Most of the bowling alleys, I suck. I wish I could. Do you do well at the claw machines? Do you win? Do you win prizes? Because I feel like that's a that's a win in of itself. Like that's a hard thing to be good at. I wanted the bumpers, but the people I play with were good. And so sadly, I got a million gutter balls. That's so funny. I'm notorious for getting distracted. I once ran away for 4 hours in Greece when I was 5 because I saw a herd of goats. Ollie, it's a miracle you're alive. Oh my gosh. That's insane. I don't wander off, I think, but I will stop, and then the rest of the group may continue. I think that's the closest I get. But I don't wander, but I might get distracted by something and stand and appreciate it, and then I look up and people are gone. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera and show y'all my dog. She's being really cute, okay? There she is. She's outskis. See my bookshelf. Got 171 points for both rounds at the whole tournament. I don't know anything about bowling, but that sounds like a great amount of points. I'd run for the goats too. Honestly, I get that. I wanted to sing to them. So funny. I get distracted, me too, literally. Okay, good night, bowl. Have a good night. Got left at Walmart more than I can count. Yeah. Yeah, she is so sleepy. She's eepy. Eepy. Oh, she just gave me a look. She's like, you talking about me? Hi. You having a good night? She's like, can you shut up? I win every time as long as they don't rig it so you can't win. That's insane. If there was an Olympics of claw machines, I guess you would go. That's very impressive. I think this looks much better, this size. I still feel like it's really big, but when you're double stranding, things tend to be big. So this is what it looks like. I think that's fine. What do we think? Do we think this is too chunky of an I-cord edge? I'm like pulling it up because I cannot see it over the chat. So do we think this is a good I-cord edge? How do we feel? Or do we think it's too big? I like goats. I tend to find something interesting. And there I am 4 or 5 hours later at a corner watching a spider build a web. Another one of my close friends is good at them, so we all get... are the friends' prizes. That's crazy. How old is Ophelia? No, you spelled her name right. She's 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. OMG, this bar I frequented and in my youth had a claw machine filled with rubber ducks, and I had so many rubber ducks. I had a dino one. I love that. That's a good prize. Love the edge. Chunkier the better. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I feel like I only see I-cord edges when they're like really small. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. I feel strange about this. I'll be starting track and field soon when it's not raining. Awesome. Bet it'll be even better once blocked. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't remind me. Oh, my needle fell out. Blocking. Okay. 1 stitch, 2 stitch. Where's the other one? Okay, there it is. All right. She is a baby. Your Shiba's 13. That's so sweet. I love senior dogs. Love. We just went down to the bar and they randomly had a duck claw machine, which was cool. That's amazing. How did you, like, when did you discover that you had a claw machine gift? And I bet that was an exciting day. Like, one day, did you just do a claw machine and was it just one day you sat down and you were like, every time I do claw machines, I win? Or did you have like a crazy claw machine day where you just did a bunch and then you were like, oh my gosh, I'm gifted? Also, what's your strategy? Do you have a strategy for doing the claw machines? I feel like I'm doing this so slowly, but I really want to make sure I don't drop my yarn. Just finished weaving ends for one of my projects. Now I have another, which is 3 times as many ends. Oh no. But you got the dopamine from the first one. Yeah, yeah. Maybe quit while you're ahead. I don't know. I hate weaving in ends. The vets always double check her age because they don't believe it. Oh, that's great. It sounds like you are doing a great job. 7 at the movie theater. I won like 3 medium-sized bouncing balls. Just looking at it and seeing the angles. What the heck? Okay. I don't remember the last time I tried one of those because I feel like I don't win. So that's never been like a thing I've done, like even considered. Whenever I do things like the I-cord, I always wonder who came up with this. Someone with a bigger, more wrinkly brain than me, because I could never. Depth perception, never heard. No, I have terrible depth perception. What's your favorite movie? Mine is High School Musical 2 or Moana 2. My favorite movie. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a good one. Devil Wears Prada is a good one. I really like the movie Tag, but that's not kid appropriate. So if you're a minor, don't watch that one. But that one's good for the adults. Those are probably 3 of my faves. Have to weave them in because it's either that or leave to go edit because I literally finished all my projects. Oh my gosh, maybe just take a break. Maybe read a book or watch a movie. I fall while standing still. Ollie, I am constantly running into things. Like I feel you. I have terrible depth perception. I'm constantly like, I do not know where my body ends. I'm constantly running into walls in my house, like running into furniture. Ophelia. Sorry, she was dreaming and she was jolting. Constantly like running into furniture that has never ever moved, you know, and yet I run into it on the regular. Trip constantly, fall constantly. My partner the other day was like, remind me next time we get you a device, every time we get you a device we have to purchase like the safety protection plan because you are too clumsy. I'm like, yeah, probably, honestly. I'm the girl that can trip over air. I hear that. Oh, it's literally the only thing I can apply depth perception to. All of your depth perception has gone to the claw machines. They're pretty big projects. I just happen to finish them all at the same time. Wow. Wait, what are they? What are they, Killian? What are you weaving in ends on? I'm imagining like blankets, but I don't know. Because that's when someone says big project, I think about a blanket. What's bigger than a blanket? Do you like action futuristic type of movies? Definitely recommend the new Blade Runner. Ooh, okay. No, I haven't seen any of the Blade Runner movies, but I do like I'm a big fantasy sci-fi person. So I feel like futuristic, I feel like can be looped in there. So I'll definitely, I should investigate that. I also want to watch a movie. I just finished the book called The Road by Cormac McCarthy earlier today, and it was brutally sad. So I want to watch the movie now. If I ever end this live, which I don't know because I'm having fun, I want to watch that. I'm a hazard to myself. Hear that. Hear that. The I-cord edge looks good. Thanks, Amy. Honestly, I get that, Killian. My puppy's name is Bailey. She's a mini Shih Tzu. She weighs 8 pounds. Cute. I made a tank top with a snail's graph on it. The Colosseum crop top by Ed's Fart. I want to make that so bad. It looks so cute. I finished my knit raglan today. You're killing it. They all have Eds to weave in. It's definitely not as big as a blanket. No, but that's a lot of stuff. That adds up to a blanket for sure. The movie is well known by a lot of those into film and photography because of the great cinematography. Oh, that's good. I like movies like that are just pleasing to the eye, ignoring even the storyline, that are just pleasing to watch. I like stuff like that. Where you really get like the art, you see the artistic side of the people who created it. Love that. This is the back of the sweater, right? Like I'm not doing this on the front yet. Oh gosh, that would have been crazy. Oh my gosh. Some Norwegians somewhere in the long ago came up with the I-cord. There you go. Yeah. It's so impressive. Like, especially knit techniques. Crochet stuff I find very, I don't know, it's all very impressive actually. So much math and so many, I don't know, okay, when this is going to be a tangent, so bear with me. When you're a kid and they give you a paper that's flat and it's got lines on it and you're supposed to fold it into a specific shape, is that testing your depth perception? What skill is that testing? Big fuzz. Hi, Vanessa, how's it going? It doesn't look good because I ran out of yarn 75% of the way through and had to switch to a slightly different purple, but it's for a tutorial, so I don't care. I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, well, I'll have to check out the tutorial when it's done. Your origami skills. But I'm not good. Anyway, why I bring that up, the folding shapes, is I'm not good at stuff like that. And I feel like that's kind of the same skills as designing intricate crochet stitches, like lacework stuff. And I don't know, like knowing how, if you put these three stitches together, what kind of shape it'll create and how it will look, stuff like that. I'm terrible at stuff like that. I feel like looking at something on paper and imagining like what it will look like when it's done, I'm really bad at. So I feel like when it comes to, that's why like the stuff I make, if I'm to come up with an idea myself, doesn't have really cool crochet stitches and shaping and stuff like that, because I'm just not good at it. I just can't imagine what it would look like or how it would work. Okay, you get me, Megan. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but I don't know. My brain doesn't work that way. Like whenever I see people do, I don't know, intricate crochet stitches, I'm like, how did your brain know that if you did that, it would come out that way? I'm like, because my brain sure doesn't know things like that. I have a Fantasia. What is that? A Fantasia. The inability to voluntarily generate visual mental imagery. Whoa, that's interesting. Okay, I don't have that. I can see images. They're just not right. Like, I can try to. Like, I could, like, is that like if you think of an apple, you can't see an apple in your head? Because I can do that. My job is finally able to move back to our normal location after a flood. After a flood? Oh my gosh. I'm glad, though. The ability to think in 3D, or if you have that thing where you can't see things in your brain. I just do it, and I can't tell you how. Megan, see, I can't even do it. I'm not even there. See, I can see things in my brain, but I think it's the 3D-ness that I can't do, maybe. I don't know. I'm not good at stuff like that. I have it. It kind of sucks, but I didn't realize it didn't happen until I was 25. Interesting. What made you realize, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, like I could see an apple in my head right now, and a tree, and a dog. But I remember being a kid, and why I bring that up, the shape analogy or example, is that I remember being a kid in really struggling with those activities where you've got a paper and you've got a bunch of lines and they're like, that makes a shape. What shape does it make? I'm like, I don't effing know. Oh my gosh, how do y'all do this? Trauma. Brooke, trauma. There are levels to it. I'm just shy of seeing things vividly. Interesting. People who can visualize and create an amigurumi pattern amaze me because I wish I could do it. Yeah, that too. Like knowing how many decreases you need and where to put them in order to create a certain shape. I can't do that. I can't at all. I can't see stuff in my brain either. I can kind of imagine it, but I can't make one appear when I close my eyes. Interesting. I can kind of get, I don't know. Y'all are making me question. I saw that image with the apple. Okay, okay. And I was like, wait, people can see the apple. I just see black. Interesting. Oh, wait. A specific image with the apple? Wait, what are you talking about? I can see stuff in my head, but like most people can't imagine a new color. But I'm sure it's the F around and find out method when finding new stitches. That's fair. I can sometimes trick myself into thinking my imaginary things are the truth. Maladaptive daydreaming. That's crazy. So you're a 2D person, not a 3D person. Yep. 100%. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like, I still use the term I pictured or I imagined, but it's more of a metaphorical idea. Interesting, interesting. But when you said the image of the apple, is there was there like a test or something like that was used, or like an image that was shared where people realized, oh, I can't imagine this? Does that make sense? Trial and error. Fair. For the bowling tournament today, I have to wake up at 5 in the morning because it starts at 8. Oh my gosh, you should go to sleep. I'm so sorry. I also like to think about how how detailed the image is when you imagine. When you think about the apple, does it have spots or multiple colors? Heck no, it doesn't. It does not. It's solid red. I could see a fuzzy apple with my eyes open, but almost perfectly when closed. I can barely, I would have to close my eyes. I can't imagine. I can't really imagine an apple with my eyes open. Closed, yeah. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. It's hard for me to get a full picture. Like, I don't know. This is stressing me out. Guys. If you Google aphantasia, is it aphantasia or aphantasia? There's a picture with an apple in different phases of clarity. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. All I see is static. Wow. Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the apple they've got on the screen. I'm going to try to close my eyes and imagine it. No, I can't. Like, I don't know how to describe this. I can see pieces of it at a time. Like, I'm looking at it and it's got a leaf. I'm like, oh, like, I can see the leaf. But if I like zoom out, like I would have to start thinking of the apple. And when I start thinking of the apple, the leaf is gone. And if I start thinking of the color, then the shape kind of goes out. I don't know. I don't know, guys. This is scary. Brains are cool. Mine's just black. Killian, that's interesting. I'm probably in the majority of people, maybe leaning towards the left side. I also don't have it superimposed on the world, but it's like something I can imagine and see. I gotcha. I don't know. This is stressful. I'm not going to imagine anymore. Stressful. Okay, can I slip my stitch or no? Maybe I'm not allowed to. Also, I think I'm going to go in like 10 minutes. This has been a really long live. Y'all know I normally don't go live this long. That's how you know I'm having a great time. So thanks for hanging with me, guys. This is your 10-minute warning. I get super relaxed. I can feel the apple floating in front of me. What are you... what's that guy in X-Men? The guy, the brain guy. Charles. Is his name Charles? I don't know. You're that guy. Honestly, I think it's probably why I work in the field I do, because I don't have flashes or images or memories in my brain. That's so interesting. Hi, baby Crochet. It's been a blast. God, I caught it tonight. Yeah, with the forensics thing. I'm so excited by how much we got to hang out. I know this has been fun. Xavier. Why? Oh, his name's Charles Xavier. I was like, why do I think his name's Charles? Charles Xavier. Got my dinner DoorDash order. Perfect timing. Oh my gosh. Wait, what'd you get? What'd you get for dinner? I need to eat dinner too. I haven't eaten yet. I'll probably have leftover soup. And by probably, I mean I'm having leftover soup because that's all we have for dinner tonight. Or maybe like a sandwich. That could be fun. That could be nice too. I'm not crazy hungry because I had a bunch of snacks before this because I was like, I don't know how long I'm going to go live for. I need to eat. In July, in the middle of it, I'll be going to a youth conference this year. Awesome. Soup fuels my soul. I know. I make one of my favorite soup recipes. Maybe I'll put it in the chat. Is like a kielbasa, so like a sausage and bean soup. Let me find it. And so it calls for sausage and 2 cans of like northern white beans, but we substitute 1 can for like a mixed vegetable, frozen pack of like peas and carrots and things like that and corn. And we make this regularly all the time. Soup. 1 second, let me find it. Can I search? Kielbasa. Gosh, she's got a lot of kielbasa recipes. Holy cow. Where is it? Creamy bean soup with kielbasa. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat. Good recipe. The only thing is, there's not much seasoning in there. So I popped some seasoning in there because it's mostly salt and pepper. I'm like, I need a little more than that. Ooh, lobster roll. Yum. I know what you mean about the paper and the lines. I follow the directions and fold it. And then when the shape appears, my mind is blown. Yes, you get it. And my fiance wanted fried chicken. I can't make up my mind. So fried chicken it was. There you go. I'm the same way. I'm unable to make decisions. You're horrible at cooking out a recipe. I feel like it depends. I can be the same way, but if I've made it a million times, then I can make it without. But I'm not a big make it up as I go person. I like having direction. Just because I feel like I get so pissed when food goes awry, you know? So I want to minimize that possibility. I get so annoyed when you spend money on the ingredients and you spend money cooking and then it messes up. My dad always makes kielbasa with barbecue sauce for the Super Bowl. Yum. I'm white, but I'm Southern, so if I'm not sneezing, it ain't season. I hear that. Yeah. I usually try to get recipes from non-white people because of that, because I want some seasonings in there and I don't like having to, this is also the whiteness in me, maybe not, I don't like having to add seasoning myself because then I have to choose what I think would go well with it. And I don't think my palate is that refined. So I want you to tell me what seasonings to put in there. So I like getting recipes from non-white people because they use more seasonings. That's like a go-to recipe of mine. Beef and broccoli is also a go-to recipe. Enchilada is also a go-to recipe. I can't bake without a recipe, but cooking. Toss it in, it'll be nice. That's so funny. I definitely agree on baking. I can't bake without a recipe either. But I don't know. It's the risk of messing it up. It's too strong. I can't. I need a guide. I just kind of sniff the seasoning and just throw them in for vibes. I do that too. But then I get scared that I'm going to mess it up. My school did the first year of the ACES program for kids with special needs to help them get a job. That's great. And at college, our university had something like that where it was it was like a guided program to let kids with disabilities, learning disabilities, go through college and receive a diploma, which is great because there wasn't an opportunity for that beforehand, and just great. People, equal opportunity. Like, people with disabilities should be able to go to college and get a degree and, you know, do everything everyone else can. So I think that's great. So that's great that they've got that program at your school. I make what I like to call rice and bad shit, which is rice and whatever I have in my fridge. Love that. Yeah. I'm kind of that same with the vegetables. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't fit. Put it in there. Like, I just, you know, like I feel like we put vegetables in weird things, but I'm like, I don't know. I like a veg. And I do think, what do they call, like trash can recipes or something that are like that? I feel like definitely are sometimes the best. I totally agree, Ollie. Gotta sneak in the veggies. Totally agree. Totally. I also love the ease of a frozen vegetable. Like the fact that we put like different kinds of frozen veggies and like in everything we cook. It just makes it so easy. And I'm surprised recipes don't do that more. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a pasta or a soup or something else, like, we're adding it. My grandma was a you'll know when it's right type of baker and cook. I'm not that way, Grandma. I'm not that way. I need to know exact measurements, especially when baking. To be able to do that when baking is actually crazy talk. Like, that's so impressive. I'm half Filipino, grew up eating it all the time, but no one taught me how to cook it. Oh no! Oh no, Chantal, I'm so sorry. I feel like that's so common that I feel like it's kind of like family love that they want to cook for you, but you're like, no, like I need to learn how to do this. I paused the graph because something was going on, Killian, and my brain is like, you know, when you just do something too much and you can't figure it out. So I'm just taking a break and I'm gonna look at it again tomorrow. I don't really know what's going on, but my brain's too tired, so I brought this here expecting something like that to happen. So yeah, we're casting off the scrappy blue. They do need to be 18 through 21 to be in it, but after they graduate grade school. I gotcha. I have to do the recipe exactly the first time, and then I can tweak it afterwards. I'm the same way. The first time I'm doing it, it's going to be exactly as it says. But then as I go, I'm like, oh, well, like, maybe I want, I don't know, this to be different. I want to add this ingredient or something. I don't know. I don't mind doing seasoning. I'm cooking it to my taste. If they don't like it more for me, they can eat a PB&J sandwich. I hear that. I hear that. Especially because I want my kids to experience it too. Yes, definitely. You want to pass those on. It's hard to pass recipes on when you don't know them. I can hear the ball dropping. Actually, I don't know what that noise. That might be my partner typing on the keyboard, actually, because I don't know where the dog is. Actually, right now, I don't know where she is. Oh, Kelsey's drop is tomorrow. That's crazy. Her drops must be crazy. I mean, they must sell out instantly. Crazy dog. But, guys, I think I'm going to head out. I just skipped to the beginning of the live somehow. I was so confused. That's kind of funny. Okay, I think I'm going to head out, guys. This was so fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. I had a blast. Oh, you can hear the ball dropping from the beginning of the live. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm going to head out. We casted off our sweater. We redid a tapestry multiple times. It's productive. You know what I mean? Every time it gets better, so that's fine. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I hope everyone made good progress on their projects and whatever else they were doing. I hope y'all have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.